Good evening. I'm going to call the December meeting to order. Statement of adequate notice by Board President pursuant to New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10-4-10. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertising such notice in the Home News Tribune, Asbury Park Press, the Board Office, the schools, and on Cablevision Channel 118 and Verizon Buyers Channel 24, and by filing such notice with the Township Clerk. This meeting was scheduled for Tuesday, December 18, 2018. The Board will take formal action on payment of bills and other agenda items.
The Old Bridge Township Board of Education acknowledges that the law of this state establishes that members of the public, including members of the board, have the right to record public board meetings using audio or video recording devices, provided that that act of recording does not interfere with the business of this public board meeting. Therefore, the board makes it known that any such recording is to be considered the private recording of the individual and in no manner represents the official record of this board. The board therefore takes no responsibility for such private recording and completely disavows any future use.
Thank you, Mr. Merrill. Roll call, please.
Callie.
Here.
DeCaro.
Here.
DePrima.
Here.
Dinoff.
Present.
Lent.
Here.
Reed.
Here.
Singh.
Yes.
Silikowski.
Here.
Dunn.
Here.
Quorum exists.
Very well, thank you, Mr. Merrill. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's remain standing for a moment of silence. Memoriam, move the board acknowledge the death of Dorothy Schuster, retired secretary, and express its deepest sympathy to her and her family and friends. Thank you. Be seated, please. Mr. DePrima, I believe you're going to read the Code of Ethics for the month of December. I'm sorry, that was Jill Callie. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is the Code of Ethics Corner highlight of the month. The board member will support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties.
Thank you, Ms. Callie. Much appreciated. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Cittadino.
Thank you. As is tradition, right before our holiday winter break, we have a department from the arts, whether our choir or our bands, perform at the December meeting. Today, we are very appreciative to have members of the Old Bridge High School concert band with us under the direction of Miss Melissa Thatcher. And they're going to play a few holiday numbers for us. But before they do, I just want to acknowledge, and I'll go further into this in my superintendent's report, that several members of this group behind us were also members of the marching band that represented Old Bridge, represented New Jersey, and represented our nation at the Pearl Harbor Memorial festivities in December, the week of December 7th. So I can have those members who won the grand championship at the parade that week, please stand up at this time so they can be acknowledged by the public. With the board's approval, I would like to have the entire marching bands here for January to have a recognition portion.
Absolutely, Mr. Cittadino. I think that would be a fabulous idea.
Okay, so at this time, if the board can please join me at our seats in the front so we could stop blocking the good-looking people behind us and enjoy the musical stylings of our Old Bridge High School concert band.
My name is Melissa Thatcher, and seated here is a mixture of my symphonic band and wind ensemble. They've been preparing pieces since September for this holiday season. And the first piece that they'll be playing for you is called Ancient Carol Variants, and it's just kind of a variation on God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. All right, and for our final selection, we have teamed up with the choir at the Grade 9 Center to perform a big finale piece, which we are going to perform on the December 20th Wind Ensemble and Symphonic Band concert. But for tonight, I have a soloist from the choir that's going to be singing Let There Be Peace on Earth with the band. This is Annie Martin. Okay, we're gonna, hello, test, is it working? We're gonna have a quick change. We're gonna do 2 short pieces with the jazz band. So just 2 minutes till we get them up, and thank you so much, and let's hear another round of applause for our wind and symphonic. All right, I'd like to introduce, before we get started with the high school jazz band, we have a fairly new teacher. He started last year in the district at the middle school at Salk. His name is David Buckle, and he has taken over the jazz program here, and he's done a phenomenal job. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Buckle with the Old Bridge High School Jazz Ensemble.
right, so that's okay. I can shout. I got a big mouth. So that was, if you didn't know, Winter Wonderland. Good traditional seasonal tune that's right around the corner since Friday, being the first day of winter and all. Be a pretty much appropriate tune to do. Since speaking of things coming up, we have Christmas that's coming up, so we're gonna end out with a traditional Christmas song. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That's gonna feature our trumpet and our tenors. So again, have yourself a merry little Christmas. As is, guys. Just as is. Wait, there. Go over shot. Go. Nice. Shake it. Again. One, two. One, two, three, and. So thank you for giving us the time to give us our first time performing in front of you. We're going to have our first concert tomorrow, so if you want to stop on by, come and see us for the rest of our set list. Thank you.
It's always a good time.
Love the blinding.
with an extraordinary performance, and it was just unbelievable getting to the holiday spirits. And tomorrow night, I believe they will be here tomorrow night performing, so come out and watch our incredible band play. Jazz band and bands, they're really incredible. So, okay, moving forward. Approval of the minutes. May I have a motion to move? Approval of the minutes.
Lent will move it.
Thank you, Ms. Lent.
Dinoff will second.
Thank you, Ms. Danoff. Any issues, concerns, or revisions concerning the approval of the minutes? Not seeing any. Mr. Mayor, roll call, please.
Kelly,
Yes.
DeCaro,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dinoff,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
Silikowski,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolution 1 passes.
Very well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Moving forward, we're going to have the report of the student representative to the board. It's all yours, sir.
Hi, everybody. So we have a lot of stuff, we had a lot of stuff going on in December. A bunch of donations were going on. Our Toys for Tots drop-off just happened, and also our Kids in Need for school supplies. They dropped all the stuff, and the collection was given. Our Winter Spirit Week is actually going on this week. Today was Candy Cane Nights, where everybody dressed up in red and white, and tomorrow's Ugly Sweater Day. Thursday is Scrooge Out, we're calling it. It's like a blackout for our pep rally. And Friday is Family Portrait Day, where your friends dress up and we're going to take a nice picture and stuff and post them up. Our talent show just happened, and that was awesome. And our band here tonight just got back from Hawaii, so they're awesome. And I just want to say, on behalf of Old Bridge High School, that I hope everyone has a happy holiday and Happy New Year. So that's it.
Wonderful, thank you. We have no recognition tonight, isn't that correct, Mr. Sago? Okay, so I'll move it to the superintendent's report. It's all yours, sir.
Thank you, and I wanted to first start off by thanking our high school concert band and jazz band under the direction of David Buckle, and of course the concert band with Melissa Thatcher. It's not too long ago I recall that our band and music department was in a moment of transition, and we've really come out on the other end of it with a fantastic production. Our students are always ready to perform, and I think that we take for granted how wonderful they are. When it's sitting there listening to them, it's hard to believe that some of them are 15 years old up there, and it really was a very professional ensemble. And you know, when I saw them perform on the road, it was really quite amazing. But all of that begins with Miss Melissa Thatcher. She does an incredible job and dedication to the program, and it wouldn't be possible without her. So I want to thank her for her work with our students. Last month we had our testing report, and we're a district that's built on our academics, athletics, and the arts. So next month when we honor the marching band, we'll do a report on the arts, and I'm going to provide us tonight with our athletics report for the fall season that was provided to me by our athletics director, Mr. Dan Domino. Our boys soccer team went 5-8-4. They're winning the Mold Cup versus St. Joseph and beating J.P. Stevens on senior night. Our girls soccer team went 15-2-3, making the state semifinals in the GMC tournament and making sectional state finals. Our cheerleading team won the game day crowd-pleasing performance for the 2008 Red Division Championship. Our girls volleyball team went 4-12, making it to the quarterfinals of the GMC tournament. Our girls tennis team went 7-8, with Olivia Karkovner and Rui Shah taking third place in the GMC doubles tournament. Our girls cross country finished third in the GMC tournament. Our football team was 3-7, and they again beat East Brunswick for the final Thanksgiving game of the Route 18 Bowl. Our gymnastics team was 6-2, took second place in the GMC tournament, second place in the sectionals, fifth place in the state championships at the Mackenzie Aresta Arena. Mackenzie Aresta was first place overall in the state on the beam. The boys cross country team was the Red Division champs. They took third place in the GMC tournament, third place in the sectionals, seventh place in the Group 4 tournament championship, and eighth place at the Meet of Champions. And our field hockey team was 12-7-1, making the GMC finals and the GMC tournament. Thank you, and that concludes the superintendent's report for this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Saladino. Obviously, our athletics program is doing incredible, and this is what makes Old Bridge great, is our programs and our athletics department. Mr. Domino has done an incredible job, and it's a testament based upon what you read, and it's obvious that we're doing the right things for our students. Okay, moving forward, progress towards goals. Very well. Mr. Mara, any correspondence? No correspondence. We have special committee reports tonight. I'll start from my left, Mr. Solikowski.
Yeah, I believe there's only one, me.
I believe
Okay,
so.
yes. Yeah, we had a committee meeting, curriculum several weeks ago, and we discussed a few items. Mr. Celentano presented an update on Drew University Writing Project, which includes the status of the current writing project and the professional development, which will be offered to all ELA teachers 6 through 12. He also presented the status report regarding the social studies text through initiative, which includes plans for introducing of digital textbooks in the middle school, which is going to come up probably in 2019 and 20. So that means these kids won't have to carry those heavy bags, 30 or 40 pounds, these backpacks. Within the next 10 years, they'll carry a little briefcase with their computer. That's about it. Number 3. Dr. Cascone and Ms. Tavald reviewed the changes with the Committee on the Old Bridge High School Course Offering Book, which will be going over the next agenda meeting, and we'll be voting on that the next regular meeting. So we'll review that next meeting. Dr. Ferrer presented an update to the committee on the status of Vision's math implementation, which includes the recent staff development activities and parent information sessions. Dr. Cascone provided the program with the Parent University. We probably saw about 150 families that came to Parent University. Thank you, Dr. Cascone, for your fine work on that one. Ms. Coletti spoke to the committee regarding McDivitt School Sustainable Environmental Program, which includes an environmental club, recycling campaigns, assemblies, posters, and contests. This is in reference to Mr. Reed's request. It turned out very well. My grandson went through the program over there for 6 years with Ms. Coletti. In fact, what he does is every morning when he gets up, he checks all the thermostats, shuts all the lights off when the kids go to school. Thanks, Ms. Coletti, for your fine work. The next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, January 23rd. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Solikowski, for the update on curriculum. Moving forward.
Mr. Dunn,
Yep.
just one, I'm sorry. I
Yes,
have a
Mr.
committee
Kramer.
meeting scheduled for tomorrow night. Athletics, food service, and medical service. I know it's not the greatest time with holidays around, but if anybody is interested, at 7 p.m. in the conference room in the admin building. Thank you.
Very well. Thank you, Mr. DePrima. Moving forward, facilities use. We have that on schedule at the facilities use reports in the office. At this time, we're going to open the meeting to hearing of the residents on agenda items only. Anything that's outlined or delineated in the agenda this evening, you're welcome to come up to the microphone and to address the board. Not seeing anyone, I will close this portion of the meeting. Moving forward, policy. May I have a motion to move policy item number 1, please?
Carol will motion. Lent will second.
Thank you, Ms. Lent. Any concern or conversation? Not seeing any. Roll call, Mr. Mayor?
DePrima,
Yes.
Dinoff,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solikowski.
Yes.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCaro,
Yes.
Dunn. Resolution 1 passes.
Fantastic. Moving forward, curriculum professional development, items 1, 2, and 3. May I have a motion to move curriculum, please?
Dinoff will move.
Thank you, Mr. Dinoff. May I have a second?
Callie will second.
Thank you, Ms. Callie. Any concern, conversation, or discussion on curriculum professional development? Not seeing any. Roll call, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed, Singh, Solikowski,
Yes.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCaro,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 through 3 pass.
Terrific, Mr. Mara. Moving forward, Finance, items 1 through 9. May I have a motion, please, to move Finance?
Lent will move it.
Thank you, Ms. Lent. May I have a second?
DeCarroll will second.
Thank you, Mr. Carroll. Any discussion, concerns?
Yes, Mr. Dunn, there are a number of board members who are being reimbursed on the bill list, so the record will reflect that they voted as an abstention on their purchase orders.
On the individual purchase orders?
Yes.
Very good. With that said, roll call, Mr. Mara.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solikowski.
Yes.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCarroll,
Yes.
DePrima. Yes. Dinoff.
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 through 9 pass.
Wonderful. Moving forward, we're going to go to non-certificated personnel office. Items 1 and 2. May I have a motion, please?
Callie will move.
Thank you, Ms. Callie. May I have a second on non-certificated
Reed
personnel?
will second.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. Any discussions or concerns? Not seeing any. Roll call, Mr. Mara.
Singh, Solikowski,
Yes.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCarroll,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dinoff.
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 and 2 pass.
Terrific. Moving forward, Mr. Mara, we're going to go to non-certificated personnel other, items 1 through 8. May I have a motion, please?
Lent will move it.
Dinoff will second.
Thank you, Ms. Lent. Thank you, Mr. Danoff. And we do have a revision to non-certificated personnel. I believe it's item 5. Joe, do you want to elaborate?
Item number 5, I move the board approve the resignation of the following registered nurse. It should be changed from the effective date of 2/14 to 1/5/2019.
Very well. Let's reflect in the minutes and the agenda that it's been revised to 1/5/2019. Any other discussion or concerns? Roll call, Mr. Mayor.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCarroll,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dinoff,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solikowski,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 through 8 pass.
Thank you, Mr. Mara. Moving forward, certificated personnel, items 1 through 15. May I have a motion, please, to move?
I'll move.
Thank you. May I have a second?
DeCarroll will second.
Thank you, Mr. Caro. We also have a revision. Mr. Mara, do you want to explain?
Yeah, item number 2, move the board approve the following leaves of absence. The item number A, under the unpaid column, it should change from 10/17/18 to 1, I'm sorry, it's listed as 10/17/18 to 1/19/19. That should be 1/9/18.
1919.
1/9/19, I'm sorry.
Okay, so as Mr. Mara stated, we're making the revision on item A. With that said, roll call, Mr. Mara.
DeCarroll,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dinoff,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solikowski,
Yes.
Callie,
I am abstaining on item 1B, otherwise, yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 through 15 pass.
Terrific, Mr. Mara. We're moving forward. Non-certificated personnel transportation. Items 1, 2, and 3. May I have a motion, please?
Dinoff will move.
Thank you, Mr. Dinoff.
Lent will second.
Ms. Lent, thank you. Any discussion or concern with non-certificated personnel transportation? Not seeing any. Let's go to the roll call, Mr. Mara.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dinoff,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solikowski,
Yes.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCarroll,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 through 3.
Terrific. Moving forward, supplies, equipment, and services, items 1, 2, 3, and 4. May I have a motion, please?
Callie will move.
Callie, thank you. Okay, I have a second?
DeCarroll will second.
Thank you, Mr. Carroll. Any concerns or discussion with supplies, equipment, and services? Not seeing any. Roll call, Mr. Mauer.
Dinoff,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solikowski.
Yes.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCarro,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 through 4 pass.
Terrific. Moving forward, transportation, items 1 through 6. May I have a motion, please?
DePrimo move.
Thank you, Mr. DePrima. May I
Callie
have-
will, Callie will second.
Thank you, Ms. Callie. Any concerns or discussion on transportation? Not seeing any. Mr. Mauer, roll call, please.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solikowski.
Yes.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCarro,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dinoff,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 through 6 pass.
Wonderful. Moving forward, miscellaneous. Items 1 through 10. May I have a motion, please?
Dinoff will move.
Thank you, Mr. Dinoff. Any seconds?
Lent will second.
Thank you, Ms. Lent. Any concerns or conversation on miscellaneous? Not seeing any. Mr. Mara, roll call.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solikowski,
Yes.
Callie,
Yes.
DeCarro,
Yes.
DePrima. Dinoff,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 through 10 pass.
Splendid, Mr. Mara. Moving forward, Board Secretary and Board Business, we have nothing, so we'll move right into hearing of the residents on any school district items. This is a time that you can come up and criticize, you can come up and praise, you can discuss good and bad things going on in the district. We encourage it. It's on any items. So, yes. Thank you, Ms.
Hello.
Ellis Foster.
Hello. I just wanted to come up and say tonight is Jeffrey's last night. And it was an honor to work with you. He brought great deliberation. You were always wonderful to have great conversations with, and always thoughtful deliberation, always putting everybody and the students and staff first. So I know it's not going to be the last we see of you, and you're on to exciting things. So just congratulations, good luck, and we'll miss you.
Very well said, Ms. Kelly Ellis Foster. Yes, Mr. O'Neill.
Tim O'Neill, President of the OBEA. I want to address the state aid cuts and the Home News Tribune article from December 10th. First, I have to express that I think it was disrespectful that teachers and support staff learned about the likely staff cuts through the newspaper instead of directly from the district leadership. Other than a few vague references to budget cuts on the first day and a line in an email, the staff has been left entirely in the dark. There's been no meaningful information about the actual impact of the cuts provided to the people who will be most directly impacted. The people who work in the schools every day deserve better than to read about the district eliminating positions in the newspaper before they hear about it from administration. Setting that issue aside, I have some comments about the content of the article. The article references $1.6 million in salary increases for next year. While I certainly hope that we will successfully negotiate substantial raises for the exceptional teachers and support professionals in the district, our current collective bargaining agreement expires at the end of this year, and we have not yet met with the Board of Ed regarding negotiations for the next contract. I assume this number was generated for budgeting purposes, but I want to make sure it is clear that the faculty and staff are not the reason for the district's financial situation. Since the beginning of our current 2-year contract, the district's anticipated revenue has increased over $12 million, while the cost of all OBA salaries has increased less than $2 million. We acknowledge that there are serious funding issues facing the district in the coming years. It appears that the state is cutting $12 million in funding over 6 years. However, the OBA will not accept solutions to the problem that fall on the shoulders of our members. We didn't create the problem, and we will not allow it to be solved at our expense. That being said, we are more than willing to apply our efforts and resources to helping the district improve its funding situation. To that end, I have contacted NJ leadership to see what can be done. I've also reached out to Senator Thompson and Assemblyman Dancer in Clifton's offices. They're seeking support in the legislature for Senate and Assembly bills that would restore full funding to the district. They provided me with a petition to collect signatures demonstrating community support for the bills. I have copies of the petition with me tonight for anyone who wants one, and I'll be reaching out to different groups in the community to help start spreading them around. I've also urged Assemblyman Clifton's office to generate an online version of the petition so that we can share it via social media, and they assured me that they will get right to work on it. My association representatives already have the petition, and they will work to get every OBA member to sign it. But I know that with the involvement of the Board of Education, the PTA, and other groups, we will be able to get many more signatures to illustrate widespread support for fully funding the district. When they tried to put an unwanted charter school in Old Bridge, we showed that this community cares about public schools, and we are ready to stand up to defend them. I hope that we will be able to again work with the board and the community to defend our district. I ask that the board and the community let me know if there's anything else the OBEA can do to help. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. Just in reference to your comments about the article, I think if you review the article, it talks about all of the possible things that could happen, and it ends with, we're keeping doors open and hoping that there's a remedy and working together, collaboration with the state so those things wouldn't happen. But definitely, I think it's our job to let everyone know, including the public. I think the staff wasn't notified on the first day of the treacherous path we're going down with the reduction of state aid. You responded to my addressing the staff and kind of denied some of the numbers, so I know that you heard me on that day. So whether you agree with the means in which it's done, that was to involve all stakeholders, not just teachers, in what the possible outcomes could be, but nothing in that article was definitive. As in reference to being partners in this, I received from your leadership group an invitation to take part in a charter group discussion with the NJEA. My response to that email was that we should be working more towards the state aid cut. I never got a response from that email. It's to your leadership group.
Thank you, Mr. Cittadino. Anyone else hearing the residents on any school related matter? This is your opportunity. Not seeing anyone, I'm going to close this portion of the meeting. Moving forward, there's no old business, no new business. And before we go to adjournment, I want to move forward with good of the order, and I'm going to allow Mr. Silikowski to start this time around. Mr. Silikowski.
Thank you, Mr. Dunn. Okay, I would like to thank Mr. Dinoff for serving us for the last 3 years of the community. You did an outstanding job, and good luck with your educational career, and I'm sure you'll do very, very well in the legal profession. I guess you want to be a lawyer, right? Yes. I would like to also thank the band and the chorus for an outstanding job that they did this evening, and their instructor. Good luck to all the new hirees. May you have a very productive year coming up. And may everybody have a safe and happy holiday. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Mr. Silikowski. Mr. Singh.
I also want to thank Mr. Dino for his valuable time, for his contribution. He has been a very diligent and a dedicated board member, and we will miss him. And we wish him good luck wherever he and whatever he does, wherever he goes. And God bless him. Happy New Year and happy holidays to all. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Mr. Reed.
I also would like to thank Jeff for helping me, excuse me, Mr. Dinoff, for helping me when I first came on the board. It is rough your first few months getting around, and Mr. Dinoff was the person that helped me, and he's been a friend through the last 2 years, including loaning me books so that I can become more educated. Thank you, Jeff. And Happy New Year, and happy holidays to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. Ms. Lint.
I just want to thank the band. They were phenomenal. Such talent. It's really, truly amazing. And I just want to thank Mr. Dinoff also. It's not easy sitting next to me. I have a lot of questions, and he's very patient. And he helps me along, and I really appreciate that. And I'm definitely going to miss that. And I apologize to Kelly, because you'll probably be stuck to me next to me now. We're really going to miss you. And I wish you well, and I know you'll do fantastic.
Thank you, Ms. Lent, for the kind words. Mr. Dinoff.
Yes, thank you. Let me first start by thanking the band for their amazing presentation this evening and for bringing some livelihood to the board meetings. We always greatly appreciate it, and congratulations on all your numerous accomplishments. So as was mentioned, this is my last regular meeting as a board member. I just want to read a few words to express how I feel in thanking everyone. It marks the end of a remarkable, insightful, and outstanding 3 years in my 3 years of tenure here. I want to thank everyone, of which there's certainly far too many to name, but thank them so much for everything. Thank you especially to my family and friends, as I would have not have been up here without their support and guidance along the way. And thank you to all that supported me in the community and the public. Serving as a board member in the district I attended since kindergarten has truly been an outstanding and rewarding experience. I have to thank all of those who made an impact on my education while growing up in this school system, and that have helped to provide me with the drive and desire to run for public office and serve in this vital capacity, some of which are here today. Also, thank you to all of my colleagues, current and past, over these last 3 years, for your spirited discussion and for all of your assistance and guidance. Thank you to administration for always being there to answer my questions. I know when I first came on, I had many, and they can certainly speak to that, but there was always someone available to assist me. And I will never forget how warmly I was welcomed to the board back in 2016. It has been such a rewarding experience that has taught me so much, including unique lessons and insights that will always remain with me. I would like to thank the community members for being so involved and invested in the district's success. It's truly inspiring when you reach out to us and let us know how the board's doing, and I want you to know the board is very grateful to always hear from you and to gather your perspective. I am enormously proud of the countless accolades and honors bestowed upon this exceptional and progressive school district. It is comforting and heartwarming to know that the board is in such wonderful hands and is made up of a team that is truly dedicated and invested in student enrichment and success. So I would just like to conclude by stating what a true honor and privilege it has been serving the community as a school board member, and I'm eternally grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much for everything, and with that, I would just like to wish everyone a very happy and restful holiday season and a prosperous new year. Thank you so much.
Okay, moving forward, Sal DePrima.
Thank you, Mr. Dunn. I didn't have the opportunity last month, but I want to thank everyone for their support in the election. I was humbled and overwhelmed by the amount of support you gave me, and I hope I don't let you down. Jeff, we've watched you grow into a fine young man. You brought a perspective to the board that none of us of advanced age could do. You're fresh out of school, and it was nice to hear your ideas and your values. Thank you for everything. It's been an honor to work with you. As Ms. Ellis Foster said, I hope you are not a stranger. I hope to see you around and stay a part of the community. Good luck in your new endeavors. Just want to wish everybody a very happy holiday season, a Merry Christmas, and a happy and healthy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. DePrima. Ms. DeCaro.
Well, I want to also say thank you to the band. They were phenomenal as usual, and I was glad to hear their performance. Jeff, it's only been a year. We've been together. You're fantastic. You bring such great insights to the board, and I feel like Jeff went to school with my son, my middle son, Matt, and so the way I feel about my kids moving on, upward and onward, that's how I feel. I'm so proud of you. You're going to do great things. You did phenomenal on this board, really. So congratulations, and I think I speak for everyone, as they already have said, very proud of you. Congratulations. We'll miss you.
Thank you, Ms. DeCaro. Ms. Callie.
It's always a lot of fun to be last. Not to be redundant, but the band did an amazing job, and I want to thank them. And Jeff, I don't, hope this doesn't sound too motherly, I can't see you down there. But as a mom of one of your fellow students, I feel like I've watched you grow up, and I am beyond proud of the young man that you've become, and I know that you're going to have a very bright future. You did really well in your position on the board, and we are going to be very sorry to see you go. Happy holidays, Happy New Year.
Thank you, Ms. Callie. So, Jeffrey Dinoff, I've gotten to know you very well, and you are an extraordinary young man, and your parents must be very proud of you. You, in my words, are an intellectual, you are a gentleman, and you are a very bright individual, and I see the grandest things for you in the future. I think that you really exemplified what an Old Bridge student is, and quite frankly, it's been my pleasure to spend time with such a fantastic young man, and I've learned so much from you. You've been a real asset to this board. You brought a perspective which we didn't have as older individuals. You lived firsthand the great successes of this district, and you brought that knowledge to the board, and you made us a better board. And with that said, I want to sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a big part of this team. And this team has proven to be successful, and you were a big part of that. So I want to wish you the very best in your future endeavors, and I only see great things from you in the future. Jeffrey, it's been a pleasure. I also had the incredible ability to attend the Pearl Harbor Remembrance Ceremony with our incredible marching band. It was a fantastic 7 days in Hawaii, and I think it was a real lesson for our students. They performed at the highest caliber, and they were recognized as the best marching band in the Pearl Harbor Parade, and that's a testament to our programs. This board has worked tirelessly along with this administration to give the programs that will make our kids excel, and our performing arts aspect of this district has been the pinnacle of success in this state and sometimes in this country. And it's just, you know, it tells us exactly what we've been doing, and it's unfortunate that, you know, we're going into a budget crisis with our issues with state aid, where we're going to be in the deficit of almost $12 million over 5 years. That's a lot of money, and for us to try to plug that hole based upon our current finances, it's not going to happen. But I can assure you that this board will work tirelessly to find an avenue to preserve the programs that have made this district incredible. Over the last 7 years, this district has made so much progress and headway in providing the programs that make our kids special. And I know that I'm speaking for my entire board. We will do everything in our power to work with the OBEA, to work with the state, to work with our elected officials in Old Bridge and our state elected officials and the public, because you know what? This is a special place, and we have done extraordinary things. And for us to suffer because of a reduction in state aid that we had nothing to do with, it's penalizing our township, and it's penalizing our children. So I know this board has already convened on numerous occasions to start thinking about what we can do as a collective unit with the administration to find the avenues to salvage what we've done. And I can assure you we're going to continue working hard and work with everyone to get this done. Thirdly, I just want to remind everyone that we have a reorganization meeting coming in January. This is when we seat the new board members and we reorganize our offices. And it's been my pleasure being the president for the last year. I've been so pleased with the way this board has worked together in unison. We have worked collaboratively. We've worked in a way that has, you know, made this district better. We have a great team here, and this team is only going to continue to grow. Our administration is fabulous, and you know, we have synergy, and the synergy that we have had over the many years has proven to be successful in this district. So I just want to remind everyone that Thursday, January 3rd, we will have the reorganization over at the TV studio. With that all said, I just want to wish everyone a very happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, I know it has passed, and a Happy New Year. With that said, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Citadino. He has a few words himself.
Thank you, everyone, and like everyone said, thank you, Jeff. And I mean nothing condescending by this, but I feel like as an administrator in this district, I saw you as a student, and I've seen you as a professional develop into that professional role, and you're going to be an outstanding member of our legal team in this state. So congratulations to you, and best of luck going forward. It is now late December. We had our first snowstorm on November 15th, and it's been quiet ever since. So we wouldn't have made it through that storm without our teachers who protected our kids, and our drivers who worked till late in the hours to get everyone home. I mean, we've been very fortunate. They've said this is going to be very snowy winter. We haven't really seen it yet, but please keep that in mind as going forward. The calendar can always change because of excessive snowfall, so please keep that in mind. Be careful this holiday break. We'll see everyone after schools close on Friday with an early dismissal, and schools will reopen on January 2nd. Go into the holiday break with love, and if you've celebrated your holiday already or you're getting ready to celebrate your holiday next coming week, we wish you the best, and have a nice break. Merry Christmas to all.
Well said, Mr. Citadino. Thank you. Moving forward, there's no need for any kind of executive session, so we're just going to have a regular adjournment this evening. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Callie.
Dinoff will move.
Thank you, Mr. Dinoff, and thank you, Ms. Callie. All in favor? Aye. Thank you.